Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. I'm of course Bogmod, and just a little heads up, I'm feeling a little under the weather still. I had a cold, might hear it a bit in my voice. So if I cough or sneeze, or... Why are you running into the wall? Oh yeah, I've talked to you before. Anyhow, we're here to do our test. And so we're going to go into the guild and do our test. The Roland Racer Guild. Let's see, how do you get him? Married to all. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Aina. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yes. She's waiting for you upstairs. Once finished today's training, you'll be finally recognized as members of the Racers Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Yeah, posters. Alright. Shara. Oh, looks like she got cards. ... Let's see, I gotta give her a voice. You need to see tough. They got a face, they need a voice. I know. Darling, no. It's in my brain. Just trying to figure out how to make my vocal cords work correctly. The Star and the Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, Inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret it? Good morning, Shara. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. This is my last day of training. I figured, why not? Yeah, your last day. Show up early on your last day. You want to do that at the start. I'm going to get the show on the road and become a brace myself. I'll give you some credit for your enthusiasm, dears. But I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of. To make sure that high-spirited out of yours holds up. Yes. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. And this training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head, instead of letting it dribble out of your ears like it usually does. You're an idiot. Joshua, Cher's picking on me. Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick out how to use an orbital with some practice, eventually, probably. Well, I guess there's I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever! By the way, Cher, what are you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent, like you were thinking. You don't think. All this? I was just trying to get a vague reading of what would happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information you've covered in your previous training. This is the minimum level of knowledge that a bracer should have in order to function effectively. I feel her voice is getting away from me. Ah, well. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Get it? Because you're an idiot. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, just tell me about the ordnance. Ordnance are mechanical devices. I'm not going to give her the voice for all this general narration. No, I'll do it. Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what's known as orbital energy. A variety of effects can be produced, depending on the structure, the type of quartz, or processed septium installed. Quartz. I've got quartz. I didn't know it was magical. Although it's only been 50 years since the invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection with this technological reform is coming known to as the Orbital Revolution. Alright, braces. Braces are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in a variety of ways, such as exterminating monsters, defending crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. We're a paramilitary organization. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the braces in each region. I want to see that picture again. Aww, can I... I'd like to see the picture. Her face is covering up a little critter. Alright, well, what else we got? Talking, driving little modern day looking tractor truck things, carrying books, fighting things. Alright. Blah 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 blah. Alright. Look at all these gems she has scattered. The Kingdom of Liberal. Sorry, I forgot about that. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zemarian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent. It is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments, you know. Orbment technology has also been a key pillar of support for the Liberal in protecting its independence as it's contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the European Empire, it was the use of overpowered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive. Yes, I imagine that having just been invaded by a nation 10 years ago, your relationship with that nation could be a little tense. But thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Oh, we got a queen. Oh, that's nice. That's all. Let's see. Since you got a amount of stuff today, I'll let you off the start with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now. Move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara? Today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Well, since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have you both of you run through everything as if they were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there'll be any studying at a desk involved? Oh, well now she's interested. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. And this time we'll have to go out and do a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had another day with my tush parked on a desk. At a desk, not on a desk. I guess I got all word for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that that smile on your face. Let's just hope that that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have it. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there's something that we need to give the both of you. I know. Are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two. Go get one for each of yourselves. Alright. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Ooh, a bracer notebook. A book? It's just a logbook. It can't be that important. Anyway. Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and wear. Oh, wear, that kind of wear. These kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. No. Please, tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of all events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure that you do, or there will be spankings. I don't know about you, but that look she's got, she's a spanker. Alright, then let's begin. Oh, hello, pixel cleavage. Look over by the door. You can see there's a bulletin board standing there. I see two of them, actually. First, I want you to go check the job description posted there. Approach. Star appears. Alright, let's do this. Retrieval. Scheherazade, Pang, found a mirror. Direct request. See Scheherazade for details. Going through the sewers. Do I not? No? Oh. Automatically credit. Oh, okay. The bracelet notebook can be found by clicking on the Books tab in the man's menu. Right. Very good. You can read. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Really? Was that supposed to be challenging? Or would people like, oh god, too many posters, I can't read. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs a job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there is any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duties is trying to cram my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow. There's an equal level of responsibility of the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Yes, had a change of heart, have you? You betcha. Well, before that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. Yes. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital factory and learning about how to use its services. His Grace should take a time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Remember, spankings! Oh, okay. Here we are. Here's where you'll learn how to use Orbital factories for services. At an Orbital factory, you can modify your orbments and synthesize supports of quartz in order to use the orbital odds. Odds have a wide range of effects that can be master can be extremely helpful. Yes, the bracer business is a pretty risky occupation. So the guild has a long-standing relationship with these orbital factories. Why, 50 years long, because that's the longest they could have been out. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Melders, if you don't mind taking over. No problem. Leave everything to me. So what would you like to know about? Orbits. Magical device which exert effects. They are phlebotinum, as the term might be. Magical resource X that makes all the stuff work. Battle ornaments or enhance physical abilities or use magic. Alright. Each ornament is just to match personal aptitude, different for each person. Alright. By default, the service is on the own factory. Costs some money and Sepith. Alright. Max magic points increase as you open more slots. So text heavy. Well, that's the kind of game I got into, I guess. Simply put, orbital arts are magic. Magic. In other words, use these magic. So they got machines that lets you cast magic spells. Different types of arts. You're gonna use the correct kind of material to use the correct kind of magic. All right. Okay, so yeah, basically, if you want to use water magic stuff, put in water magic materials. Quartz circuits made from Sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while simultaneously making it possible to use arts. this on the slot. Some places can only use certain kinds of elements. Alright. Sepith. Fragments of septium, which is dropped by monsters. Oh, okay. So we got earth, water, fire, wind, time, space, and mirage. Huh. So I trade in these monster bits for either magical power or money. Alright. It looks like Mr. Melditz has answered all of your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the service. This is playing havoc on my throat right now. Show must go on. For that, we're going to need some sepith. So each time an element of the sepith. On that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. I want you to begin by first making random quartz that will work with each of your particular ornaments. In your case, Estelle, any element quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Okay. Right. There we are. Alright. So I can't open any other things yet. Alright, so elemental quartz. Defense up, HP up. Jelly? Speed plus 10. Oh, that's a time one. We're gonna get you fire. And the time, because he needs time. There we are. Alright. So I got my quartz. And then I go in here. Fire quartz. There we are. Alright, looks like you're able to synthesize one. I want you to increase the arts you can use. Use both recovery and attack arts. Let's take a moment to look at this. I guess I want water. Nope. Whoops. I don't want to do that. Nope, that's not what I want. I want, yeah, orbits. There we are. Tear and aqua bleed. Ah, what the? That's not what I wanted. There we are. There we are, yes. Alright. It looks like you both recovery and attack arts set up. Bounce your arts up between each of you, like you've done here. You are dealing with monsters. Just your bracelet notebooks which card allows you to use more charts. You want to use more powerful arts? Check out the arts and quartz charts in your bracelet notebooks to find something that works for you. Alright, your training here is almost finished. Last of all, we're going to have one of you open a new slot in your orbits. The more slots you have available, the broader range of choice you have. Open a slot in each of the orbits. Alright. Well, I think it only makes sense to increase her. I mean, Joshua can only... Oh, wait. No, he can use this... Oh, I can't. Alright. Let's give her... Strike, firebolt, stone hammer. I'll just take defense. I see you've managed to open one of your orbital slots to style. Since your central slot is not limited to a particular limit, you're free to install any type of quartz you like. This concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've been waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon? Did you say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some of the talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the British Guild. And humanity. Well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? Or maybe next time?